We are live. Hey, Erin, are you there?
I am right here. Hey, guys.
Yay! Hey, everybody. We are Erin and Lindsay. We are not the same person.
You almost said that.
Contrary to popular belief, we are very different.
Not the same person.
And we're both presidentials, and I think we should maybe introduce ourselves a little bit since we have so many newbies on here. So, Erin, if you want to.
We gotta mute again. I don't have the ability to.
I'm trying. If you guys don't mind trying and keep yourselves muted, that'd be awesome. I think I got it.
Right. Hi guys, I'm Erin Austin, and I'm super excited that you guys are on this with us. I am a presidential diamond on this team, and you guys are on my team for sure. And yeah, I've been doing this for 6 years today, so woo woo.
Holla. Oh, today's your day?
Today's my actual day.
Shut up.
Yeah.
6
I
years
knew
ago.
that. You commented on my video.
Yeah, but that wasn't today, was it?
Look at my hair. Look. Yes, today. 6 years, baby.
That's awesome.
I got the staying power.
That's right. That's where the magic is in this, is
right.
The ability to stay here. So my name is Lindsay Migliori. I'm also a presidential. There's a chance you're under me. Even if you're not, it doesn't matter. I coach on this team, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can. I have been doing this for 4 years come July 17th. And this business totally, completely changed our worlds. I started for an extra $500 a month, and I'm sure a bunch of you did as well. I started very reluctantly with my heels dug in the sand, not wanting to do this. I started with no interest in health and wellness, never, ever thinking I would ever do anything even remotely related to sales. And I still kind of feel like I will never do anything remotely related to sales. This isn't sales to me. And within 10 months with this business, I was bringing in 6 figures, retired my husband from his full-time job as a firefighter, funded our international adoption, bought some property, 13 acres to build on, paid off over $20,000 in credit card debt. And I'm the girl who said, I will never be that girl. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And Erin's story is a little different, but kind of similar, on the same page.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have a really quick success, and I think that it's good for you guys to hear that from both of us. It took me about almost 3 months to sign a distributor. I did go Ruby really quick, which is our first leadership rank. I did do that really quick, but then I sat there for a while. The good thing is, though, you guys, if you keep working and you do the steps that we're going to teach you to do, even when I sat at Ruby for 18 months, I was making a great paycheck. I was making good money. And when you think about what we do and the fact that we work from our phones, $500 to $600 a month for working maybe 3 hours a week, that's pretty awesome money. And so after, I guess, those 2 years, I went to conference in 2014, which is really important. This is why we say to go to events, and it completely changed my life. And I went diamond that January, and then double diamond 2 months later. Got my husband from Ruby to double diamond that March. Went triple in July that same year. So boom, boom, boom. And then a year later, presidential. So I'm just telling you, if you start out fast with an idea in your head, I'm going to stick with it no matter what. If you start out slow with the idea in your head, I'm going to stick with it no matter what. It doesn't matter. As long as you're putting in the work, you're coachable, you're excited, and you're ready to grow. That's what we want from all of you newbies. We want you guys here to make an income for the long term. We're going to teach you how to do that, how to replicate all of this over and over and over again. If I can do this for 6 years and still be this pumped up about it, you guys know it's awesome, because I typically can't stay with anything.
Holla. Okay, so we're going to jump into our newbie training. It's going to look different probably a little bit than what you think, because you guys have at your fingertips everything you need through your eSuite. Even if you don't intend on continuing to pay for your e-suite, it is free for 30 days. So for 30 days, you've got everything in the document section. You've got training, what's it called? It Works You, Training Academy, something like that. Training Academy. So what you guys, we need you to do this. You got to hop onto your e-suite and log in. Your ID number that you were assigned, it's an 8-digit number. That is your login ID. Go ahead and memorize that, joker, because you need it for everything. And log in and click the Training Academy and watch, what, 3 videos?
Yep. I would watch the first 3, maybe 4 max right now. That's all I would focus on. We don't want you guys to be totally overwhelmed. And like I told Lindsay, I'm like, when I get in my bed at night, I tend to like browse Instagram or Pinterest. Why not just head to the e-suite Training Academy, and she was like, well, when you're driving home from somewhere, just pull it up before you leave the parking lot, pull up the first 2 videos or whatever and watch them or listen to them, because you don't really have to see anything on the screen. Just listen to them while you're driving. Just simple ways to integrate this into your life, because we know you guys don't want to be working 40 hours a week trying to figure this out.
And those videos are only like 5 to 9 minutes long. So it's not like you're going to be sitting there for 20, 30, 45 minutes. Watch one and then pop in the other one. It's only going to be a total of like 15 minutes. It's going to be fast. It's going to give you the basics and essentials of how to work this business. With that said, here we go. The first thing you need to know as a brand new distributor is your goal immediately is to get 4 loyal customers. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to do that. 4 loyal customers, you have 30 days from the time you enroll. And if you can get all 4 of them, you're going to get your first bonus. It is a $100 shopping spree. You can spend that on product. You can spend it on a shirt. We have some awesome cups. We have all kinds of crazy things that you guys can spend your $100 shopping spree on just because you helped 4 people get your discount. All right, so let's talk about that for a teeny tiny second. Erin, do you want to hit loyal customer program?
Yeah, sure. You guys have probably heard us talking about this a lot. There's a few different ways that we say it. So you might see a post and be like, what does that mean? We might call it a 12-week challenge or 90-day challenge or product tester. There's all kinds of ways to say it. So much of that is just wording that is more approachable to people. You know what people don't want to hear? They don't want to hear 3-month commitment. They don't want to hear 3-month auto ship. So we have to figure out ways to put it into terms that immediately their brain recognizes as, oh, that's friendly and fun. I can definitely handle that, right? So you want to gather 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days. And I don't know if you guys have seen it on the page, we have an extra incentive. That's my husband opening ice cream, by the way, in the background. If you get 4 loyal customers in your first, I'm sorry, he's making the baby herb bottle. I'm sorry, I take it back. Wasn't ice cream this time. If you get 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, the company is going to give you a $100 shopping spree. So you can buy gear, product, whatever. But if you get your 4 loyal customers by July 15th, Erin and Lynn's are sweetening the pot. We have awesome business building tips, books. We have some cool notebooks, because you guys know what? You're going to become a person that carries a notebook everywhere you go. Just go ahead and know that. And then I have my favorite It Works pen. It writes so smooth. You know how, I don't know if any of y'all are obsessed with pens like we are, but we just love pens that write well. We have some pens that we're going to give away. We have product, all kinds of really cool stuff to help you guys build your business even more. So go after those 4 customers. All you're doing is talking to your mama and your aunt and your best friend from college and the girl that sits with you in Bible study that is dealing with stress or anxiety or whatever it is. You're thinking of these people constantly. And as you're thinking of them, you're getting out your notebook and you're writing their names down. Okay, I know Sarah has been talking about this, and this person's been talking about a cleanse. All you have to do is to ask them, hey, I just started this new company and I'm super excited to share the products with people, but I really need some people to try it out for the next 3 or so months and start giving me testimonies. Because you guys, word of mouth is so huge in this business. You want people using your product. I just today had a girl message me and she said, hey, you don't know me. I follow you on Instagram, but my friend Molly uses your products and she told me that I had to call you and get some wraps and new greens. I have never met this girl. She's a complete stranger and she's now going to be my customer. So you got to get people out there using your product and talking about it. So will you just try it for the next 3 months? I'll be able to give you my discount and you're going to get some free stuff. And they say, okay, yeah, tell me, what product you think is best for me. And that's when you kind of have to ask for help from your upline. And I talked about that on our party this week. If you don't know what to recommend, I'll tell you. Oh my gosh, if I throw the pen one more time, I'll tell you right now what to recommend to somebody who doesn't really know what they want. Greens and Vital Core. Those two are absolutely the best 2 products to recommend to somebody out the gate. They're going to have results, they're going to feel amazing, and they're going to love you forever. So you say, okay, I want you to do Greens and Vital Core. I'll give you my discount. All you have to do is agree to buy at least one thing for the next 3 months. So if you get Greens and Vital this month, but next month you're not out of Greens, you can just get the Vital next month. Or the month after that, maybe you just want to try our essential oils. They can totally customize it. And every single month that you order, you're going to get 10% back as product credit. That's all you're talking to people about. And I think that a lot of us get really stuck on that because we think, oh my gosh, are they going to want to order for 3 months? Yes. And here's why. You can't use an herbal supplement one time and expect results. You guys have got to, you now represent a product line that gives lifetime results, okay? But in order to get those results, we have to get our customers using them regularly. So no, they're not going to want to just buy it one time. And yeah, people think, okay, well, let me try it and see if I like it. Well, it doesn't matter if they don't love it, if it doesn't work for them. We have 42 other products that we can find something for them that fits their needs. Sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error, but asking somebody to buy at least one thing for 3 months in a row in order to get your pricing for life is no big deal. It's an amazing, amazing program. Total for our team, we have over 19,000 loyal customers. That is amazing. Until this past week, the biggest our team has ever been is 1,600 distributors, and maybe at the same time 600 of you guys were active, but last week we bumped it up to almost 2,000 distributors. So if we could get 19,000 customers with about 600 distributors active, what are we going to do with all of you guys new? Okay, people love our loyal customer program, so have confidence in sharing that with people. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
Yeah, my favorite way to tell people is to say, I want to give you my discount and I want to give it to you for life. And all you have to do in order to get that is do 1 product a month for 3 months at least, or pay $50 one time and get the discount for forever. Which one do you choose? Everybody's going to choose to do 1 product a month for 3 months because why not? They might spend that in product. If the $50 in product just in their 3 months. So it's saving them a ton of money. And everybody likes a deal. And guys, you got to think about it in perspective. If Target said, or Kohl's said, or Belk said, or whatever your favorite store is, Home Depot said, hey, come buy one thing from our store a month for 3 months. That's a joke for all of us, right? Especially with Target, right? If they said, come buy one thing from our store shelf a month for 3 months, we'll go ahead and give you wholesale pricing, like our employee discount. And after that, doesn't matter when you come in and buy stuff again, you're always going to get our discount for life. That's kind of ridiculous. And that's what we're offering to our people. So just keep it in perspective. This is an amazing deal. Nobody out there is doing what we're doing. No
one has anything close to what we're offering to people. So don't think for a second, well, maybe we could make it even better. It is already the absolute best. It's so good.
Right. Okay. So how are you going to get those 4 LCs? There's several different ways. One, when you post, just like we talked about, we're going to go into depth about this a little bit more. When you post, people interacting on your post, private messaging about your post, liking your post, there are ways for you to get customers from that. So we're going to talk about that. Posting alone and never talking to people one-on-one is not going to get you any loyal customers. You have to talk to people one-on-one. The second way is parties. We can do online parties. We can do in-person parties. We're going to talk a little bit more about that too. But doing parties is amazing because for all your work on social media, you might get 1 or 2 customers every now and then. For sitting down in a room full of 9 to 15 people or 3 to 9 people, you're going to get about 70 to 85% who become your customers. That's a really good percentage. All it takes is getting your foot in the door and talking to people about what's going on in their lives, and they want this junk. They want it. It's amazing. It works. If it didn't, we couldn't say it works, you know? Okay, and then prospect list. You have to have this list. Aaron's already talked about it once, but we're going to talk about it again in a minute. So you need at least at least 25 names written down on a list. And these are not names of people that you think would be interested in a product. Yes, they go on there. These are the people who you know the best. Who are you going to call if your kid peeks all over the car? Who are the people you're texting to tell about this? Me, exactly. And so these are the people you know the best. You know, my mama is always looking for a wrinkle cream. You know, my grandma has been on that Women's Daily vitamin that does not work and does not dissolve in her system. She's been on it for 40 years. You know these people the best, and you can say, hey, grandmama, come try my multivitamin instead of yours for 90 days and tell me if you can tell a difference. I'll give you my discount. Ta-da! Loyal customer. Right. Easy peasy. Okay. We're going to work through some real life issues here. So you guys are going to the training academy to get the nuts and bolts, the basics and essentials, the steps to success, the auto ship, the commission qualification. You're going there to do all of that stuff. It's not going to take you very long. And some of those questions might come in the Q&A at the end. Let's work through some real life issues as you guys are immediately trying to get those first 4 loyal customers as fast as you can, at the latest by the 15th, so you can take advantage of all the perks that we're throwing out at you right now, okay? Let's start with tips on posting. Erin?
Okay, so your job when you're posting on social media is to be as genuine and as you as possible. Now, that's not to say that you don't care about how you spell or you don't care about punctuation and, you're typing the letter U instead of Y-O-U. No, that's not what I mean. Like, type it out, make it look nice. Use pictures that maybe are a little bit more your style. We have an entire album on Rap Slingers that is called Non-Salesy IW Pics, because I am all about a fresh, crisp looking picture. If you guys see the picture I posted today of my chocolate greens in a cup with a bee on it, I got more people messaging me, oh my gosh, that is such a pretty picture. Where did you get that cup? And I'm like, the point was the stuff in the cup. But by the way, I got it from a really good restaurant in Nashville. But it caught so many people's eye that typically wouldn't see it. So you want to post things that are appealing. We always call it a stop your scroll. Like, you want them to be scrolling and see something and be like, oh, what is that? What's going on? So maybe it's you and your kids making a funny face and talking about how you need confianza. Or maybe it's a picture of, your cluttered mess of clothing and everything. And yet in the corner, there's a little thing of greens mixed up. And you're like, okay, I have the energy I need to get through this crazy amount of laundry. You're not necessarily saying, check out my greens or message me for greens, but you're letting people know I'm using these products. I'm loving these products. They're helping me in my everyday life. Your goal in posting is not to sell someone. I really want you guys to understand that, because so many people get really, really discouraged really, really fast because you're posting and people nobody liked my post or nobody commented. Your goal is to engage their brain, even if it's subconsciously, because we all know that it takes us a few different times. It's like a touch, a few different times to notice an advertisement before we're like, oh, you know what? I need to buy that. It's like those FabFitFun subscription boxes, okay? Have you guys ever seen them? They send you like $100 worth of stuff for like $40, okay? I have been looking at those things come across my Instagram and sponsored ads for I don't know how many months. Forever. I finally ordered it in June. It's probably been a year since I first saw the ad, but it's something that I just kept scrolling past. And then one day, guess what? There was a picture of a lotion that I've really, really wanted. And I know that the lotion itself is really, really expensive. And I thought, well, if I can get that and this other stuff for $40, I'm going to do it. But it took that one post. So you see what I'm saying? Your goal isn't to get them to buy from you. Your goal is to get them to stop, look at it, and eventually they're going to message you. That's the whole point of it. So the biggest thing that I want you guys to understand is when you're going to, like, you're sitting down at your phone, you're like, okay, Erin and Lindsay told me, like, we're the angel and the devil. I'm the angel on your shoulders. And and Erin and Lindsay told me that I have to post about my products. So I'm not really feeling creative. So I'm just going to go to, Lindsay's page and I'm going to copy her last post. It's fine if you guys want to steal our stuff. That's fine. But I have 2 massive requirements for that. One, Be thoughtful in how you word it. Make sure that it's not a personal story that you're just taking as your own and that you're putting quotes around the parts that, you know, pertain to the person you're taking it from, or give credit if they need credit. More importantly, if I say y'all, Y''ALL, and you don't, I almost said and y'all don't, and you don't, but yet you copy and paste my stuff and you don't read what I've written, and suddenly people are like, y'all, I've never, what? Who are you? Like, that doesn't sound like you. See, it seems a little fake and disingenuous, so we don't want to come across that way. So if you want to steal someone's post, steal the general idea, add some emojis, change some words, make it sound like you, and maybe wait a day to post it. I did see today on my news feed a girl say, I just saw the same post from 10 It Works distributors in a row on my news feed. So that means somebody somewhere said, go post this exact same thing today. And 10 people on this girl's news feed posted, and it was boom, 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 boom. So that's why if I say, hey guys, everybody go post about greens today. Here's a script. You don't just copy and paste the script. You copy the script, add some stuff to it that sounds like you, maybe what's that emoji that we always do that Lindsay used to think? What do you think she was doing?
Holla hands.
But is that what she's doing?
She's getting a head.
Oh, yes, she's getting a massage. So it's like this. But Lindsay always thought she was going like this. So she put it, every time she was excited, she did the massagey facey hands. So, maybe that's your favorite emoji or whatever. Add something to it. But the idea of posting, you guys, is to be genuine and to tell a story and not to be a freaking robot spammer just saying, I like greens, try my greens. I have no soul. Like, no.
Pick one of these products. Which one fits you the best? You guys don't know how many people we hear from who say, I have so many. Well, first of all, some people say, I don't know anyone else who's doing this. What is this you're doing? And then on the other side, I have so many people on my timeline doing this, but I'm continuously drawn to your posts because you're not like the rest. Because you're not trying to sell me anything. You're just living your life. And I'm like, yeah, girl, that's how we teach our team to do it. So please, let us teach you how to do it.
Yes. And there's a time and a place. So we're going to talk about this a little bit too. There's a time and a place for those posts that seem a little more obvious. Especially when you're brand new. There's one that I love, and it's like, is anybody looking to, gain some confidence this summer? There's some areas that I'm going to work on. And it's like a bullet point. And if you want to work on them, let me know which ones you're interested in, and we'll do it together. Like, that is a little bit more to the point. I'm going to use the products, and I want you to probably buy them from me. There's a time and a place for that. But for the most part, over the past 6 years, I have continuously signed 4 to 8 customers a month simply by posting how I just described to you guys. I love these products. It's evident. Right.
Taking your own pictures of your own product, or if you're using pictures of product, using pictures that look like you could have taken them, not just going to It Works or to Google and grabbing the first stock.
Please don't go to Google. Mm-hmm. Please don't get your pictures from Google. Most of the time they're out of compliance, and you're going to get a message from me because I want to make sure our team is compliant. And I'm going to say, hey girl, hey boy, hey boy.
Hey boy.
Hey man. Hey boy. I loved your post, but the picture, nope. I don't even know what I would say, but yeah, we can't do that.
Okay, so what we're gonna work for a minute, guys. We're gonna give you 5 minutes to work, and we're gonna challenge you here. I want all of you to go pick one product. Okay, you're gonna go pick one product. If you don't know the next product that you want to try, or the next product you want to use, or if you have hair, skin, and nails fresh in the box in front of you and you haven't started using it yet, but you don't know what to post, here's how you're gonna learn. You're going to go to Wrap Slingers and type in HSN in the search box, or you're going to go to the product information sheet in your eSuite, or you're going to go to My It Works Product Coach. Somebody already typed that in the chat, but we'll type it again. And you're going to do reading on this one product. One of my favorite things to do is to take a product and look at the ingredients and just pick a random one. And go Google what that one ingredient is and what it does in the body and where it comes from in nature and where from in the world. And then you're going to post about that one teeny tiny little thing. Can you copy and paste the entire description of hair, skin, and nails? Yes, you can. Will anybody read it? No. Will anybody be interested in it? No. Just highlight something. Just like, what's one of my favorites? When you guys first found out about the, what's the pooper potty stool thing that you put your feet up on? What's it called?
With the unicorn sherbet?
With the unicorn poop, yeah.
Poopy potty. No, squatty potty.
Squatty potty. Yes, squatty potty. So when we first found out about the squatty potty, how did we find out about it? I saw about 15 different posts and all of them highlighted something different. Did you know that sitting upright on a toilet like this is the most unnatural position to go to the bathroom in? No, I didn't. Why? Tell me why. What's more natural? And then they show you how the squatty potty works, right? And then you watch the ad for the squatty potty. And not only did they throw in rainbows and unicorns, they showed you proper seating positions for pooping. Like, just take bits and pieces of what you're finding out. You could even highlight one product for an entire week and every day post something different. Are you dying? You look like you're dying. And post something different every single day. Please don't post a novel. Nobody will read it. What? What are you pointing at?
I was doing the assignment, and the writing is so tiny, and I don't even have bad eyes. And I was like, I couldn't read it. I got it now.
So pick one product that you want to try next, that's going on your auto ship next, that you've heard us talk about. Pick one random product. It can be the product you're already using. Go find something new about it. Go find or take a pretty picture. And in a minute, we're going to tell you to post. But right now, you're just doing the research. And when you're done finding what you find out, please tell us in the chat. I just found out that blah, 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 blah. I want to see it in the chat. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
What?
Angie, we are muted because we are doing our assignment. We're looking up information about products, product testimonials, information about a specific ingredient, etc. Okay, I'm going to start reading some of these because they're amazing. So,
I only have that check that I can't check cash because
Sarah Miller, if you could stay muted, that would be awesome. I'm sure you're accidentally hitting the button. Okay, I've done hair, skin, and nails for almost 2 months now. 2+ inches of hair growth, stronger, longer nails, and I'm healing from a surgical wound so quickly the doctor wants to start on it. Y'all, hair, skin, and nails. This junk is crazy. Black cohosh, I don't know how you say it, found in Estro Rhythm. I learned about this in my psych class in college, and I paid no attention because I was like, menopause, what's that? Nobody's ever going to go through that. But I've been actually taking Estro Rhythm as a non-menopausal woman because it helps relieve menstrual cramps and menopausal symptoms such as hot flashes, irritability, mood swings, and sleep disturbances. Anybody out there have sleep disturbances? It also has an anti-inflammatory sedative effect. Anybody want to be sedated?
I want to be sedated. Songs in the 90s. My hair is just ridiculous right now. My hair needs to be sedated.
Confianza not only helps with stress, but also fatigue. Guys, like that alone. I can't wait to try this. I'm ordering it. I'm putting it on my order right now because I'm so tired all the time. And it says it can help with my stress and my fatigue. How? I'm not sure, but I'm really excited about it. That's an amazing post. I hate vegetables, so I love greens. ThermoFit has raspberry ketones in it. It gives it the fruity flavoring. It's one of the most expensive flavorings in the food industry. Holla back. Chews have 40 fruits and veggies. Greens and relief help with body aches in the best way. Cleanser leaves no soapy feeling after use. Skin and nails hair grew 4.5 inches in 3 months. New You helps with sleep too. Eliminates acne scars. That's the exfoliating peel right there. All right, so you guys, you can learn tons just from doing a 2-minute search on anything. And you can search in so many different places. So now what we're going to have you do, we're going to challenge you to pick 3 to 4 products over the next week and to do the same exact thing. And that's how you're going to learn to post. Okay, but right now, we're going to ask you to go post. So take what you just learned, throw it in a post, grab a picture. If you don't know how to get a picture that looks natural, if you don't have the product with you, ask us in the chat section and we will answer your question. Oh, I mailed my BFF a wrap. It helped with her horrible fibromyalgia back pain. What? The wrap?
I was actually just reading about horse chestnut flour. That's one of the main ingredients. That's actually part of why we have the logo we have. It's part of, it came from like an artistic interpretation of this horse chestnut. And it is good for inflammation. And inflammation in the body leads to autoimmune issues. And I mean, all kinds of things come from that. So that makes sense. If you ever want to have your mind blown, I can't even make a post right now, but if you ever want to have your mind blown, look up the ingredients to Estro Rhythm. Every woman who even isn't premenopausal, look up those ingredients and tell me if you think you shouldn't be taking it already. It's insane.
The first one I looked up was a couple months ago was Dong Quai.
That's the one I just looked up. That's insane.
Amazing. It's amazing. Okay. So you guys finish your posts. Let's talk about giving value to what you're talking about. And we kind of hit on this already a little bit. So let's touch it again. It's so important because you guys, you can't just say, I'm so excited about lip and eye cream. Who wants to be my product tester? Comment below. There is no value there. They don't know what lip and eye cream is. They don't know why you're excited about it. They don't know why they want you want them to be a product tester. You can say all of that without saying who wants to be my product tester, by just giving it value. Just like if you guys will like scroll through your news feed, you'll see a product that you've posted on recently or an experience that you've posted about recently. How many of you went to see Beauty and the Beast in the theater? How many of you go to the new restaurant in town that everybody's talking about? How many of you, when you get jeans on sale at American Eagle or new boots from wherever, how many of you take a picture and post because you're so excited? Same concept. You don't have to say, this is real Italian leather, guys. This is how it was made, even though that would be really interesting. You're just taking a picture and you're like, oh, I got the best boots in the world and they were on sale 40% off. You can just say anything as long as you're excited and people will pick up what you're putting down. Okay, we're still going. Okay, so you guys have to give value to what you're talking about. And that includes this business as well. If you just write up a random post and you say, I'm looking for 3 people to join my team, 3 people by the end of today, message me if you want to make some extra money from home. Okay, there's a tiny bit of value there, but why? Why do you love this opportunity? Why would you love to share it with somebody else? Why would they benefit from it? Why are you not the only one benefiting from it? Like, these are questions that you could spread out into 15 different posts, and people will start it'll plant the seed. It'll plant the little seed in their little brain, and then you'll water that little seed the next time they see a post on it. And then the next time they see somebody else's post, it'll help fertilize the seed that you already planted. So people help you do the work. Stop it. People help you do the work along the way. So you guys have to give value to whatever it is you're talking about. If you love this job because it lets you stay at home with your kids, why? Why is that important to you? That's what Erin was talking about when she said, tell a story. Stories are what connect us to people the most. Why do you think movies are so popular in our culture, and books and novels and these things that we just flock to, right? It's because it's all based around a story. So you can tell a story in just emojis. You can tell a story in 1 sentence or 2 sentences. You can tell a story with a picture, but you've got to give value to what you're talking about. All right, let's talk about asking people. Asking people to.
Rose is getting loud, so I was just saying she might need to go get her bed.
Okay.
You get a little crazy. What were you saying?
It's asking people, which we've kind of covered a little bit, but yeah. Asking people. So talking to people about what we're doing. You have to talk to people one-on-one. We're gonna dive into.
Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that more. But one of the easiest ways, you guys, right now, honestly, is when you make a post, one that we've talked about, a post that tells a story, gives value, has a picture, and somebody likes it, and they're not your customer and they're not your distributor. There's a really simple way to ask them without it feeling very uncomfortable and fake. Just message them and, what happened? Message them and say, hey girl, thank you so much for the love on my post. I'm doing this whole new thing and I'm absolutely loving it. And I just want to tell you, thank you for the support. I would love to chat with you about it if you're interested at all. But just wanted to tell you, thank you for your support. You're thanking, and I said this on my live video today, there are people in my life still to this day after 6 years who've never bought a product from me and never joined my team. But they're always cheering me on. They're always telling me how awesome this is. They're always liking my stuff. And the value in them is, if somebody needs what I have, guess who's going to come to mind? Because I've thanked them 100 times. So asking them may lead to them saying, actually, yeah, I've been interested in the wraps. Or they might say, yeah, I'm not really interested in it, but I would love to send people your way. So that's a really low-key, low commitment way to ask someone. But right now, you guys are working on 4 loyal customers in 30 days. So have you talked about the chicken soup list and all of that yet? Have we talked about that? Are you ready to go there?
Yeah.
Talk about asking those people. Yeah. So when she said earlier, we need a prospect list and we need at least 25 names on there, the first 10 names you need to write on that list are people that you can count on. And we call it your chicken soup list or your flat tire list or your dirt list. And there's all kinds of reasons for that. But those are 10 people that if you were sick, you could call them and say, I have a cold and I can't get out of bed. Can you go by Chick-fil-A and get me some chicken noodle soup? And they'd be like, yes, oh my gosh, I would love to do that for you. Or, holy crap, I have a flat tire. Can you come get me and the kids off the side of the freaking road? Or, hey, I started selling dirt. It's amazing dirt. Would you like to buy some? And they're like, yeah, if you're selling it, I'm buying. That's who we're talking about. So those are the first people that you want to message. And those are the first people that Lindsay said it earlier. Grandma, I know you're taking that Walmart Equate brand, you guys know that, Equate brand once a day vitamin that you're literally taking it down your gullet and pooping right back out into the toilet. It's time for you to take mine. You're going to buy mine for the next 3 months. And, yeah, okay, sure, fine. Ours is better. It's not going to waste her money. It's not going to cost you $10,000 to fix her septic system in a couple of years when all those vitamins start clogging everything up. Ask the people in your life that will say yes to you. And this is the thing that I want to be really clear about, because I get this all the time. Well, I don't want to pester my friends and family. If I was telling you guys to sell bags, like purses, if I was telling you guys to sell, $45 pairs of earrings, I would understand that you don't want to bother your family and friends. These products work. The more you dig into the ingredients in the products, like I said, you should be calling everyone over the age of 25, 30 that that's a woman and telling them about this. Just send them some information on the ingredients. And any girl who is on her period ever in her life is going to say, can I get some of that? It's better than anything out there. And you should be telling everybody, hey, I found this amazing product and I'm not in menopause yet, but I'm going to start using it. Will you use it with me? Try it with me. So we want you guys to work on this. We want you to work on this. And I have some scripts, but remember what Erin awkwardly says about scripts. Scripts are the bones and you have to add the meat. Ugh. I have still not figured out another way to say that.
I have something to say about that. My favorite thing to do with your first 5 or your first 10 is to pick a product for them. Like before you even talk to them, think this is something they would really love because you know them that well. And to say, hey, so I started this thing. I don't really know what I'm doing, but this one thing caught my eye and I think you would really love it. Check this out. And what do you think if you would be interested in being a product tester for me so I can get some feedback from somebody I trust? I can give you my discount. And then they're going to say, well, what's it mean to be a product tester? And then that's when you go into the nitty gritty of the loyal customer program. You don't say, hey, so I started this company and I found this product and I think you'll love it, but you got to do 1 product a month for 3 months and you'll get my discount, but it's an auto ship. And I know that people don't really like auto ships because nobody's going to buy from you if you say any of those things. And they're not going to read every word. So your goal in these conversations is to have conversations. If you went on a date and you talked the whole time, is that a good date? No. You want to get them asking questions. You want to give them a little bit and then let them ask a question. And then you can give them a little bit more and then they ask another question. You give them a little bit more. The more they are interacting with you, the more likely they're going to be your customer. So go ahead and pick products for the people in your life and say, hey, have you ever heard of this before? Oh my gosh, it sounds like it's right up your alley. Any chance you'd want to be a product tester for me? If so, I can give you my discount. That's my favorite way to start out with the people you know. Another great thing, just like Erin said, is if you know you want to do hair, skin, and nails 90-day challenge, post that. I'm doing this. I'd love a few other people who want to do it with me so we can hold each other accountable because I'm the worst at remembering to take things consistently. So we can compare our before and after pictures. And so we can see what really happens in 90 days together. If you do it with me, I can give you my discount. See how that goes? It's so much more casual than saying what people tend to jump into when they're a loyal customer or asking about the loyal customer program. So Erin is posting some scripts now. And then we're going to message like 4 people tonight right here on the Zoom.
I can't go fast enough. I'm trying.
I saw Most Bomb and Mermaid, and I'm like, what? I want that. Most Bomb and Mermaid. So you guys, if you space out what you're writing, if you use some caps lock and some regular, if you throw in an emoji or two, people's eyes flow through it more naturally. I like to say if you are sending more than 5 sentences in a message, you're sending way too much. And normally when someone says this isn't working, I've messaged 10 people, no one's responding to me, and I say, send me a screenshot of what you're sending. It's a novel. And yeah, you got to keep scrolling to get to the bottom. And I'm like, I didn't even read it all. So I know they didn't. So you got to be careful about how you're messaging people. Just be thoughtful. Have a conversation. Okay. So she posted those scripts, and we want you to go message 4 people, and or at least write down the names of the people that you want to message. We are going to copy this into the comments when we post this video on Rapslinger so that people can see it. Okay. And let's just jump in, since we've got about 10 minutes left, into, Aaron, you want to hit bad responses, since that's something that you've been hearing a lot?
Yeah, I don't really think that there's anything that could be qualified as a bad response, but I know a lot of you guys are new and you're like freaked out when somebody like says nothing or says, that if somebody says something about the price, I really, really want you guys to understand this. Our pricing is incredible. There are companies out there with similar products to ours that are 2x, 3x the price. The reason they cost more than some of the supplements you can buy at GNC is one, ingredients. We're not putting a bunch of chemical fillers and crap. We do have to have some preservatives in our products. Otherwise, they would all be stocked up in the refrigerator and people would hate them and never use them. But other than that, there's no fillers. So we pay more. We grow a lot of our own ingredients, you guys. We control the sustainability of our ingredients, and that's bomb. But that costs a little bit more. And they are paying a little bit more because this is a direct selling company. The 55 cents on the dollar that comes into this business goes back out to our distributors. Most companies, it's 20 to 30 cents, and we're at 55. So there's a reason that our price point is the way it is. It is not inflated. It is not anything. And trust me, if any of you guys like been supplement users for a while, because I was like all the time, I used them. I paid tons of money. I went to, homeopathic vitamin shops and all kinds of places. It's pricey. It's expensive. Our products are towards the bottom middle range of that. So feel confident in your pricing. If somebody says it's too expensive, you say to them, we have a product for every budget. What are your 4 biggest goals, and we're going to figure it out. We have $25 fat fighters. You guys know that fat fighters doesn't just block the carbs and fat out of the food that you eat in your heaviest meal. It actually nourishes your pancreas so that your insulin response is healthier, so that your blood sugar is better controlled. It's great for people who are pre-diabetic. Their doctors say you're borderline. It's a great product for them. We're not just hawking some, magic snake oil diet pill. It's actually in there feeding your pancreas good nutrition. And it's $25. It's bomb. I've said that a lot tonight. So when somebody comes back with a response and you're like, I don't really know what to say, that's when immediately, before you say anything back, before you get your dander all up, you go to your upline and you say, okay, this is what they said. What would be a good response back? Or is this a no? Because you guys, I'll tell you right now, what you perceive as a no to me is I'm just going to move you over here to page 18 and I'll talk to you in 3 weeks. It's not necessarily a no. And ignore 100% if you're working on Facebook and you message somebody and ask them to be a product tester for you or whatever you're saying to them, even if you're just trying to restart a communication with them, just kind of rekindling a relationship, and they ignore you, I can promise you 90% of the time it's like me. They got on their computer and their chat thread started popping up randomly. And what are they doing? X, because they're trying to get on Facebook, right? And then they forget to come back and read it. So it shows you that they read it, but really they have not done that, and they've gotten caught up in their notifications. Anytime you get a response from any customer, even if it's, yes, sign me up, you might want to message your upline and be like, okay, do I send her to my website? What do I need to do? Like constant communication. That's what we're here for. My favorite thing is to get a notification on my phone that one of you newbies has that was bright. That one of you newbies has sent me a screenshot, or you've sent your upline a screenshot, and you're asking for help, because that means you're plugged in and you're doing the work and you're about to get all the yeses that you can possibly handle. It's going to be
Guys,
awesome.
I know that you feel awkward sending us screenshots even when we ask for them. I know that. Because some of you, I tell you to send me a screenshot and you still don't. But then when you get over yourself and actually send us the screenshot, I had this happen today, and the girl was just like, I'm really loving this customized one-on-one coaching. And I'm like, that's my job. That's what I love to do. That's what I'm here for. So use me, please, for the love. Okay, so if you get a bad response, what's a bad response? No response. That's not a bad response. That means they're busy, or that means they're ignoring you right now, but one day they're going to ask you about it. If they tell you no, that's not a bad response. No's don't mean no forever. They mean no right now. If you get I don't have the money for this. Do they not have the money for this? Because if greens were $1.10 per day, which they are, and you could add it onto your meal at McDonald's, would they do it?
Yes,
Yes,
they would do it. It's a value fry.
Right. Do they spend $4 to $5 on a gourmet coffee every single day? Yes, they do.
Yep.
You can afford this. It's a matter of perspective. So it's when someone says, I can't afford this, or I don't really have time to work this business, to me, that's you don't have time in your spare time to make an extra $200 to $500 a month? Really? Okay. I want to. You don't? Okay. So it's like a conversation point to go back and keep going and not be pushy. We're not pushy, but you're not going to just get rid of me by nudging me. I'm pursuing you for a reason, because I felt called to pursue you, or because I saw your post whining and complaining about how you can't pay your bills, or your tire just went flat again. And, like we see that stuff. We're picking up and perceiving what's going on. If you have bad responses, there's a solid chance that you're sending poor messages. Again, utilize your upline. Replying or interacting. Again, ping-ponging back and forth in these conversations. Your goal is to converse, not to fully educate in one message. Converse, get them excited.
Ask a question.
Right.
Change the subject. That's one of my favorite things. When it gets a little awkward and you feel like, okay, maybe this is becoming uncomfortable for this person, that's when I like literally flip the switch and I change the subject. And I know that they went to Six Flags yesterday. So I'm like, oh my gosh, did you ride the new, whatever that thing is that they have that you hang your legs off of? I don't ride lots of those things. But anyway, like completely change the subject right there on them, because I'm not going to be all about that high pressure in your face. But I will tell you this, almost every single time, if I genuinely am in that conversation for them and not for me, it always comes back around. And if they don't buy from me, they're going to recommend somebody to buy from me, because I'm being courteous and thoughtful. And that is written down on my list too, but we won't go there yet.
Right. If you make a post about product and someone asks you for more information in the comments below, say, I'll PM you or I'll message you, and then take it to a private conversation. Do not answer them there. If someone likes your post, go thank them for showing you support. Hey, and Aaron already said this, but hey, bud, thanks for the love. Thanks for the high five on my post. I'm so excited about this. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm pumped. Do not say, thanks for the like on my post or the love on my post. You want to buy a product from me? Don't do that. Normally, when you just are thoughtful and just say, hey, thank you, I really appreciate that, they come back and say, so tell me what you're doing. And the door's open.
And the only reason they're going to say that is because you took the time to thank them, and because you're freaking pumped and kind of like psychotic about it. You're like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm so excited. It's amazing. And they're going to be like, what? Because guess what? A lot of this, honestly, you guys, is kind of like this weird ministry that we're all thrust into, because people want excitement and joy in their lives, right? So they're looking for it. And when all of a sudden you are joy and light on their newsfeed, they are going to take notice. And you're not only going to possibly help them find products, but you're also going to be an encouragement to them. That's pretty awesome.
And I'm going to tell you guys too, you'll get in this mental space. Your ability to be successful here is in between here. Your chance of failure here is going to come because of this. That's the only thing that's going to make you succeed or fail. And the weird things happen in life. Things thrust us out of our groove or whatever. We had a major tragedy happen in our world earlier this spring. And I took several weeks, month and a half-ish off, didn't post anything. And I went to my kids' end of the year stuff. And I was thinking, because we were down already about what had happened. And I was just thinking, nobody, I can't go back and post about that. Nobody wants to see that stuff anyway. I was being really down on myself about working through social media. And I had 2 people come up to me at the end of the year stuff. And they were like, we're so sorry about what's going on with your family, but we want, and separately, this was separately, I want you to know I've missed seeing your posts so much. Like they noticed that I wasn't posting. So when you're not just buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, but you weave it into your life, your everyday, your day-to-day, your momming, your schooling, your foodie habits, your whatever you do, they notice and they see that and they're attracted to that. Even if they don't want your product. Both of them were not my customers or my distributors. Both of them have never bought anything from me. And I've approached them before. So it's a matter of your perspective on the whole thing. Okay, let's talk about how to have a launch party in person if no one is local to you. If you're far away from everybody, which that's happening a lot because we're getting teammates from all over the world now, you can still launch. You can still, and I don't even like to call it a party. I like to call it an event, a girls' night, whatever you want. And you're basically just going to let them taste your greens, hear about the wrap, look at some pictures. Y'all going to hang out, talk about your bodies, have a good time. That's it. And it can last 45 minutes. Or if there's wine involved and the women are over 45, it can last 3.5 hours because they want to talk all night.
And giggle.
And it's so fun. It's so fun. So you can launch. You can have a party in person, even if we're not there. Erin, how do we do that?
Okay, so let's say you're like, oh my gosh, all I have is 3 wraps left for my initial kit and 2 bottles of that sample defining gel. You can still have a party. Somebody is going to hop on either a Zoom like this or FaceTime with you and present the products and present the loyal customer program for you. Your job is to get people there. And if you're like, you know what, like me, okay, let's just be honest. My first 3 parties, no one showed up to them. I sat on the couch over there, had food laid out and waited, and no one showed up for 3 parties. A lot of people would have just quit then, right? No, not me. So I was like, you know what? Maybe partying is not like my thing, but I do know this girl and she's got like 6,000 Facebook friends and she's definitely like super popular. And I messaged her and I said, if I brought some stuff over, would you have, 5 to 6 friends come and try a wrap or taste the greens? And I'll give you a free wrap and a goodie basket. And I ended up giving her a couple bucks of cash per wrap sold because 11 people came. I sold 10 wraps that night. It was crazy. And I got 7 loyal customers and my very first Rockstar distributor, who is still a distributor now. So you want people either to host it for you for whatever you decide to give them. A free wrap is typical, okay? I mean, if you have 6 people come over, I'll give you a free wrap. Or you want them coming to you. That is your only job. Get them there, have water ready. If they come in and buy a wrap for $25, you take them to a bathroom, take their before and after, or take their before pictures, put their wrap on them, and then you FaceTime whoever's doing the party for you. You set your computer up or your phone up. If there's 4 of you, you huddle around the coffee table. There are so many ways to do this. The biggest, I think, hurdle for this is the fear that you guys think you're going to have to do it alone. And it absolutely, you know how long it takes to truly present our – I don't know. I have all my computer sitting on it. Our party pad, which is this awesome tool they just reinvented for us, is our catalog. And if you start it at the beginning, you yourself as a brand new distributor, you can start it and just start reading it. This is history about the company, and it talks about the wraps, where you can put it, what they do. I can't see where everything is on my computer. Like, you could seriously sit there and hold it and read it, but whoever's doing your party for you is going to do it, and it can take 20 to 30 minutes to go through the product section of this. By the end of the night, you're placing orders, you're getting customers, you're probably signing a distributor or 2, and suddenly your business has gone from 0 to 80 miles per hour in no time. It's the fastest way. And it is absolutely, and for certain of us, it like is where I come alive. I get so freaking pumped when there's a room full of women who start telling me, okay, I've been dealing with this crazy anxiety and stress, and I have something that can help them. And it's so much more easy to do it when they're face-to-face with you. So do not let, whether you're local or not, and I had a newbie the other day say I'm local, but everybody schedule 3, put 3 on the calendar. If one of them comes, That's one person that can be your customer. So we got to kind of take that little like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do it. Oh my gosh, I don't know if anybody's going to come. Those questions need to go off the table, and you just need to get it scheduled. And you can do it with a few people. If 3 of you just came in together, have one together at somebody's house or at a, what are those things? Neighborhoods by the pool.
Like
Clubhouse. A clubhouse. And just go meet there and have some water and maybe some champagne. I just talked about it today. Mix orange juice and not chocolate greens, but orange juice and citrus greens and some champagne, and you guys can have mimosas, and everybody's going to think that is the fanciest way to get healthy that they've ever heard.
And I was going to say too, that's my favorite parties are when there are 3 of us there. 3.
Right.
Because then I'm sitting on the floor, crisscross applesauce with them, and we are getting very personal very quickly. And they're asking me questions that they wouldn't ask in a group of 9 or 10. You guys think you have to have 20 people at a party. A party of 4 is just as effective, sometimes more effective than a party of 15. So doesn't matter. And then also we will talk about the business for you. You can talk about products, or we can talk about products. But we will definitely talk about the business for you if you don't feel confident in that yet. I have recorded videos and posted them on YouTube to be played whenever they want to. I have been FaceTime in, Skyped in, Zoomed in. We will do whatever you need us to do, being not present for your party. We'll be present. We'll figure out how to be there. And we'll say, hey, everybody at Sheena's party. I'm just saying, hey, I know it's y'all. Like, we're going to make it, you're not going to use the same video for every single party. Well, you could. That'd probably be pretty smart.
And something else, you guys, we just did a party Sunday night. It was a Facebook event. You guys had a day and a half to invite people, which is plenty of time, by the way. Let me tell you this. Inviting people 5 days before a Facebook event does not work. They forget about it. It gets like wrapped up in their notifications the closer to the time. So we're doing another one.
Yep.
Monday night. We're going to do another one this coming Monday night. If you wanted to get 4 people to come to your house and watch that party together, you could do that. If you have greens on hand, if you have defining gel, when we talk about defining gel, put defining gel on their hands.
That would
if you
be
have
so
wrap,
fun.
right?
Take
the wrap. I'm telling you, I am having a stroke of genius.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That would be so fun.
It is like, it just came right out of my brilliant brain. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm a wreck. If you have a bag of wraps, take one out and wrap yourself, or put all their names in a bowl and say, I'm about to draw one lucky, crazy person out of this bowl, and you're going to get a free wrap tonight. And so you get the wrap on them, and then all of you sit down and you're drinking your water, and you get to tune into the live party. And then the cool thing is if we do a giveaway, tonight at 9 p.m. was the deadline for that giveaway. I think we only had 5 orders placed for that giveaway. So there's going to be 2 people out of those 5 orders that are going to be very excited. But you're going to have, if we're doing a giveaway on Monday night, you'd be like, hey guys, let's get your order in right now, because I can put your name in this drawing for the giveaways. And I always like to do that for you guys. I don't have to add anything to sweeten the pot of this loyal customer program, but I like to do it just so it's something that keeps you guys on your toes and helps you have a reason to get these orders in a little bit faster. If you get it in by Monday night, whatever, you get entered into an extra giveaway for extra stuff. So those are just some really simple ways for you to have a party, and that's going to jumpstart your business. And some of you guys came in June 25th on the nose, 26th. That was the day it came out, right? The 26th, whatever, 25th, 26th. So you have that full 30 days to the 25th, 26th of July. So we want to start getting those customers in now. And some of you guys came in and immediately signed new distributors. And you're like, I got to get my 4 customers. But we're trying to help everybody else that you brought in also get their 4 loyal customers so that they don't miss out on that $100 product credit. So stay on top of it. This is a business. You made a $10 investment and you're about to turn that into $100 or $90 worth of profit and then some. If you sign people up, you're going to get fast start bonuses. But we got to push it into drive. We've kind of been in a little bit of a neutral, like, what do we do? Where are we going? I don't know what's happening. That's how I felt too. But we're going to go ahead and push it into drive, because all the information you've been wanting and needing, we have just given you, or it's in Training Academy that we just talked about at the beginning. So it's just time to kind of, okay, I'm going to take charge. I'm going to do the work that's required.
So all of you are now, we're going to end the recording in just a second. You're going to go to eSuite. You're going to watch your videos. You're going to be in touch with your leaders, and you are going to be thoughtful in your posts and messaging people. And you're going to utilize your leaders, and you're going to utilize your leaders, and you're going to utilize your leaders. But now we're going to open it up for Q&A, and I'm going to end the recording right now. Bye, everybody.
No, don't get off. Don't get off.
Don't
Don't
get
say
off,
bye,
don't get
everyone.
off.